So making our way to a place of comfort and remembering, always remembering that our practice, our asana practice, is a way to lead us into this encounter with the divine. And this we call samadhi. But for us to get to that place of illumination, of higher self, of the sensation of coming into enlightenment, let's say, or coming into contact with the divine. And when I say this, I really say this as finding that divine figure sensation in you. You are the divine force. So yoga leads us into this place. Yoga takes us to this divine encounter with self. Yeah? But for us to be able to get there, there are a few steps. The first step is asana. Asana, posture. So as long as we find, and this is asana is described as a posture in where our spine is erect and we are feeling comfortable. So it doesn't really matter if you're in a down dog or if you're in a warrior's pose, if you're in a standing position, if you're in a seated position, or if you're lying down. As long as your spine is erect and there's space for energy to flow freely into your body, you're practicing asana. So that's the first step. So find asana, and then right after asana, we go into pranayama. Prana is energy force, life force, and ayama is control. So it's the control of life force in and through our body. That's exactly why we need this whole upper part of our body to be erect, because this is where our energy channels lie. So as we practice pranayama, these breathing techniques to control the life force in our body, we're generating, and we're moving this energy in the center of our body. So if we're all curled up, energy doesn't move freely. So if we find a nice erect spine, we feel the energy flow all the way through the center of the body, and we start building in the benefits of this pranayama practice. And once we're in our pranayama, practicing our breathing and bringing ourselves into this place of energy movement in our body, we get to a place of pratyahara. Pratyahara is the withdrawal of senses. And I'm sure you've come to practice any type of breathing technique, any type of pranayama, or even asana, and you've come to actually feel so full into the present moment. So, wow, I feel all the feels. Wow, I'm actually noticing things move around in my body, and whatever's happening outside, I really don't even pay attention to. It's not even bothering me because I'm just fully in myself. That's pratyahara. It's when you withdraw from the outside world and you're actually fully integrated in your world. Once we get to pratyahara, we come to dharana. Dharana is the practice of concentration. It's focus. So it could be the focus on the rhythm of the breath, on the counting of the breath. It could be focusing on the thoughts in your mind, how fast they come, and how easily you find one of them, and you can put one of them away and then come back to this place of observation. It could be a focus point onto a candle, or just a figure, or the tip of your nose. It's when you concentrate on one important aspect of your practice that really allows you to integrate and to come into the state of dhyana. Dhyana is meditation. So meditation is not just sitting and breathing and forgetting about your thoughts. It has all these processes to get there. And that's when we actually, I'm not going to say we disconnect, but we kind of plug off from the external world and we come into this level of even frequency when everything inside us is connected. So the breathing rate is connected with the heart rate that connects with the frequency of the thought patterns in your mind, which connects with the circulation of the blood flow in your body. And then when you get to that state, that's where we encounter, that's where we rise, right? Into samadhi, into that full connection of divine, into that illumination where our body, mind, breath, and soul, they come into one place. That is the practice of yoga, trying to take us into that place of meeting, of encounter with the divine. And it's really finding that divine energy in you and how you feel the strength, the power, the grace of that divine force, fully connected into one. So as your hands rest onto your thighs, think of this. How is your body resting? How comfortable does it feel? How erect do you notice your spine? Is your body curled? Are your shoulders tense? Is there any tension stored in the body? Is there any type of movement that you can bring into the body to adjust, to adapt, to release? And then come to notice the midline. That's where our channels, our energy channels lie. Where and how does this energy flow through you? Is it flowing freely? Is it tense? Is it dense? Or do you actually notice this movement energy? We begin to activate pranayama here. And it could be it could be like a circular breathing, trying to keep a natural 4 counts in, 4 counts out, starting to create a nice rhythm, diaphragmic breathing, where we really use the area of our diaphragm to expand in the rib cage and really find space for the breath. And gently releasing and letting go, creating a soft contraction in the body. We begin to notice from a nice erect position. We breathe and we feel the energy flow. We notice the energy flow. We create a rhythm to the breath. We breathe in through the nose. And we breathe out through the nose. Breathe in. And breathe out. And I really want you to start playing as much as you can, whenever you can at home, with how much you can actually expand in your rib cage. So you're getting smaller and smaller as days go by, because baby's growing and he's finding all this space in you, and your organs are getting all squished around. So when we breathe, we really want to try and bring our awareness, our consciousness to the act of the breath. So when we inhale, our diaphragm, it contracts and it lowers as our rib cage expands out into the sides. Then baby has a lot more space now. He's kind of like free. And then when we exhale, the diaphragm relaxes. It comes all the way back up towards the rib cage. The rib cage begins to close down. And the belly slightly contracts in. We breathe in and we play with rising our capacity of the breath. This is going to be more and more important with you, like for you. How further can I go with my inhale breath? And how long can I keep my exhale breath? And as I pay attention to my rhythm, as I pay attention to the parts of my body that move and expand, as I pay attention to the spaces that I find and that I open, I start noticing that sense of pratyahara. I'm fully connected to what's happening in my body. I feel the energy moving. I'm fully in tune with the breath and how I breathe and how I expand and how I contract. That whatever happens outside of this is really not knocking on my door. I don't hear, I don't notice. I'm fully in. I'm integrated with my senses. That's pratyahara, the withdrawal of the external senses and the connection to the internal world. And we begin to notice where our energy is going, where our focus is taking us. If it's on the breath, if it's on the count, if it's on the expansion, if we're noticing our breathing rhythm, if we're noticing the patterns of the thoughts in the mind. But something is keeping our focus, or we are keeping our focus on one thing to keep us fully present. And it could be your gaze. Your gaze could be looking at just one place or in between your eyebrows as your eyes are shut. But we find that one little place of concentration, of focus. And from this place of focus is where we begin to rise towards dhyana, towards that state of meditation. And we even notice that our body might even find like this very subtle movements that we're not even controlling. It's just feeling so gently rested, so soft, so supported, and so present that it's light. And from this place of dhyana, of meditation, we rise, we expand into that place of illumination where we feel fully integrated with ourselves, but we feel this sense of even more expansion, of more light, of more growth, of more strength, of more presence. We begin to slowly keep the attention onto the breath, but open our eyes, recognize our space. Bring your gaze, your chin towards your left shoulder. Just get a nice stretch in your neck. Breathe in and breathe out. And then let's switch sides all the way to the right. Breathe in and breathe out. Now circular movements, but just halfway. So your chin to your right shoulder, lower towards your chest. And then come all the way over to the left. Then we come back down. All the way to the right. And then we come back down. To the left. And then back down. To the right. Slowly come back down to center and let your neck just sway forward. From here, you can even interlace your palms, your hands, and put a little bit of pressure onto your head, just a little. Just to relax and release any tension. And we slowly rise with our chin, open the elbows out to the sides. Send your chest over towards the sky. Expand in your heart center. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And out. One more breath in. And exhale. Right hand lowers down to the right. Left hand, left elbow just points towards the ceiling. Just get a nice side body stretch in the left side body. Open the left shoulder blade. And bring your chin and your gaze towards your left armpit. Remember to not crunch your right shoulder onto your ear. So bring that shoulder back and down. Really open up in the side body. Feel all the feels. Nice, yummy stretch. Breathe in. And breathe out. We slowly come back to center. Right hand comes behind your head. And left hand lowers. And here we go. Slide the left hand out. Open up. Look under that right armpit. Open the right elbow towards the sky. Slide your left hand. Keep your left shoulder away from your ear. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. And we slowly come all the way back up and release the right hand. Put the tips of your fingers down onto the floor and just press against the floor, lengthening the spine, releasing any tension in the neck. Noticing from all the way down, from the lower back up, as if your spine is getting a nice stretch and extension. You can give it a little wiggle from side to side. And you can kind of like push your fingers against the floor, kind of taking your booty off and releasing any tension in that lower back. Okay, we come back here and we just fold forward. Walk your hands forward. Yes, make it easy, make it soft. Notice where you find any specific trigger points or tension. And let your head lower. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And out. One more breath in. And out. And slowly we come back up. We slide our hands towards our back. Roll our shoulders back, open our chest. And we breathe in here. On the exhale, maybe engage your glutes and send your hips up high. Notice if you feel any tension. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. Adjust, press the hands, roll your shoulders back, breathe in. Exhale, engage your glutes and send the hips up high. One more breath in. And exhale, lower. Slide your hands onto your knees, circular movements with the spine just to release the spine a bit. Take it slow, make it easy. Find those nice, yummy, juicy spots, and then change directions. When we come back to center, just slide your hands forward, roll over your knees if that's still available. Yes. We come into all fours, cat-cow right away. Just round the spine from the base up. And don't jump any step. Don't just go like that. So start from the base. Start from curling your booty in, engaging your thighs, rounding vertebra by vertebra, pressing the hands against the floor, activating through the scapulas. And then slowly exhale, kicking the booty back, dropping the belly, opening up through the front line. Shoulders roll back. Inhale as we round. And exhale, kick the booty back. Inhale, round. And exhale. Flex your toes, send your booty back into an active child's pose. Engage your thighs. We're going to take a few undulations here. Press the hands down, round the spine, shoulders align with your wrists, and slowly lower the hips. Notice how far you can go here, and if there's any type of discomfort. And if there is discomfort here, Margot, just don't lower. Don't lower fully, okay? Use more strength into the arms. And then from here, engage the scapulas and go all the way back. Inhale, round forward. Exhale here. Open up, breathe in. And exhale, back into active child's pose. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Child's pose. Now here, just take the knees off and come into your down dog. Found your down dog and bend one knee at a time. Play with the hamstrings. Really feel the back of your thighs. Breathe. Inhale as we look forward, and exhale, we slowly walk 1 foot at a time, all the way to the front of the mat. Maybe space your feet out a bit. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, fold forward. One more. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale as we look forward, press your toes out to the sides, bend your knees and come into a squat. Yes, open your knees out, open up and through your front body. Breathe in and breathe out. Just a little bit of movement here in the hips. So right hand comes down, right knee comes down into center. Yeah, and from here, let's just send our hips forward. Engage your thighs, send your hips forward. Yeah. Open up, engage your glutes. And let's come back. Maybe you can activate here and lift the right knee. Stay a bit more active, yes. And then let's lower to the other side. Send the hips forward. Just to really open up and strengthen this area in your hips. And again, same thing. Yeah. Come back. Lower. Just one more time on each side. Yes. And again, open and lower. Come back to center into that squat and just lengthen your legs here. Yes, point your toes in and heels in. Toes in and heels in until you find a nice base that works for you. We're going to come into a chair pose. So bring your booty back towards your heels, sit, and circle your hands up and over your head. Inhale here and exhale here. So if you ever want to play with a bit of strength, you can always hold a block in between your thighs. You create more load. Okay, let's send the weight onto our right leg as we bring our left knee into our chest. Inhale. Yes. Exhale, we're going to go back to exactly where we were. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale here. And exhale here. Transfer to the left, breathe in. Right knee comes in. And exhale as we lower. Beautiful. Inhale. Transfer to the right, left knee comes in. Exhale as we lower. Transfer to the left, inhale. Exhale as we lower. Right, breathe in. Exhale, lower. Left, breathe in. And exhale, lower. Stay in your chair. Breathe in here. And out. Inhale, send the weight onto the right, left leg comes in. Exhale, bend your right knee as we come back into a warrior three. Yes, and let's bring that left knee back in. We breathe in. And we breathe out. We breathe in. And we breathe out. One more breath in. And exhale, fly back. Bend your right knee and step your left leg all the way back. Left knee comes down. Circle your hands up and over your head. Stabilize the pelvis. Breathe in. And exhale, lower your hips. Circle your hands behind you and interlace the palms. Stretch the arms back and open your shoulders. Inhale here. And exhale here. One more breath in. And out. Inhale, we're going to come into a high lunge. Yes, stabilize. And exhale here. Press the hands back, open the chest, breathe in. And out. One more breath in. Exhale as we release the hands. Circle the hands in front of you, back heel comes down, warrior two, inhale. And exhale here. Stabilize in the pose. Make any adjustments you feel is necessary, are necessary. Back heel, adjust with the front heel. The toes point inwards, shoulders roll back. Your front knee is aligned with your ankle. Really feel the load in the hips. One more breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Slowly lower. Beautiful. And you can play here. Play. Play by maybe moving the hip up and down, finding spaces, pointing your right foot fully onto the floor, then maybe lifting. And then find comfort and lower. Engaging your quads. We don't want to find extra flexibility here. We want to actually find strength around our joints. Breathe. 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 and breathe. We're going to transition through center, all the way through center, Margot. Point your heels in, toes out, bend the knees, and find goddess pose as we circle our hands up and over our head. Yes. Inhale here, lengthen your legs. Exhale, goddess, bend the elbows. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, goddess. One more. And exhale, goddess. Stay. And you can feel free to wiggle from side to side, but breathe. One more breath in and out. We're going to lizard all the way to the front of the mat. So circle the hands down. Back knee comes down if you'd like. And again, I want you to really create that integration of strength into the midline. So engage your thighs, engage your glutes, protect your joints. Don't overstretch. That's not the point in our practice. It's more about strengthening and finding a safe space for your joints. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath in and exhale, Hanumanasana. Just stretch that right leg forward. Send your hips back towards your heel. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in and out. Here we go. We bend the front knee. We take the back knee off of the floor. We slide our hands forward as we breathe in. Exhale as we fly. Use your block. Inhale here. And exhale, fold forward. Slowly bend your right knee as we gently begin to come up into our standing position. Hands come up and over your head. And exhale as we step the left foot next to the right. Give it a little wiggle. Nice, well done. And we're going to take that chair pose again. Send your heels, your weight onto your heels. Sit into a chair. Arms come up and over your head. Beautiful. Let's send our weight over to the left. Right knee comes in. Breathe in. Yes. And exhale. We slowly kick it back. Right knee comes in as we breathe in. Exhale as we kick it back. And last one, breathe in. Come all the way up. Exhale as we kick it back. Bend the left knee, step your right foot back. Right knee comes down. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Sink the hips, circle the hands behind you, and interlace your hands. Stretch the hands back. Open your chest. Remember, don't collapse the hip forward. Engage. Squeeze the thighs together. Engage your glutes. Inhale here. And exhale here. Beautiful. One more breath in. And out. High lunge here. We breathe in. Activate. Yes. Exhale. Open your shoulders. Stretch your arms back. One more breath in. And out. We release the hands. We circle the hands up and over. And we find warrior two. Exhale. Inhale here. And exhale here. Breathe in. And breathe out. And we're going to take a Skandasana to the back of the mat. Lengthen and take your Skandasana all the way down. And feel free here to wiggle through And move a bit with your hip, maybe bringing your full foot down onto the floor, lowering. Play with movement here until you find that nice, yummy spot, feel comfortable. And we come into our Skandasana over to the right. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. And we're going to transition through center. Use your hands. Come all the way in. Point your toes out. Heels in. Bend your knees. And we slowly circle the hands up and over. Find cactus. Goddess pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. One more. And exhale, bend, and hold here. And you can wiggle from side to side if you'd like. Breathe. Let's transition all the way to the front of the mat into our lizard. So circle your hands down. Right knee comes down. Yes, and you can stay here. Don't collapse the hip. Engage your thighs. Breathe. Breathe. One more breath in. Hanumanasana out. Stretch your left leg. Press the left heel down. Yeah. Feel into that hamstring. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Here we go. We bring the front knee, take the back knee off of the floor, stretch your arms forward. Inhale, exhale as we fly. Breathe in here and exhale here. Slowly, let's bend that right knee, left knee, and bring the right knee into the chest. Play with balance. Yes, perfect. Exhale, lower. And now let's take the full sequence, one breath, one movement. Sit into a chair. Breathe in. Breathe out here. Send your weight onto your right. Inhale, left leg comes in. Exhale, kick it back. We bring it back in just once. Breathe in. Exhale as we kick it back. Bend the front knee. Step back. Left knee comes down. Inhale, stabilize the pelvis. Exhale, circle the hands behind you. Lower the hips. Interlace the palms. Squeeze your thighs together. Don't collapse in the hips. Inhale here. And exhale here. And we take high lunge, stabilize as we come up. Breathe in. And breathe out. And we release the hands, come all the way into warrior two. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lengthen the front leg as we breathe in. Exhale, Skandasana to the left as we breathe out. Inhale here. And exhale here. Let's come all the way to center. You can use your hands. Transition, goddess pose. Breathe in. And exhale, come into full goddess. Once we lengthen, breathe in. And exhale, lower. Hold here for a breath. Inhale. And exhale here. Transition to the front as we breathe in. Hands come down. Lizard. And from here, if you'd like, you can circle the right hand behind you and grab your left foot. Remember, it's not about overstretching. It's about creating strength around your joints. One breath in and one breath out. And we release the hand, breathe in, and exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale here, and exhale here. Slide forward, bend the front knee, take the back knee off of the floor, stretch your hands forward, breathe in, exhale, fly. Beautiful, find your balance. One breath in, and slowly circle the left knee in with control, and exhale, step next to the right. Right away, we come into a chair as we breathe in. And we breathe out. Left knee bends, right knee comes in. Breathe in. Exhale, we kick it back once. Inhale as we bring it back in. Exhale, bend, step all the way back. Right knee comes down, stabilize the pelvis. Inhale, circle the hands up. Exhale, hands come behind us as we lower the hips. Engage the quads, engage the thighs. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's stabilize the pelvis. High lunge. Breathe in here and breathe out here. Release the hands, warrior two. Inhale and exhale fully. Inhale as we lengthen the front leg. Exhale as we skandasana to the right. One full breath in. One full breath out. Inhale, use your hands if you'd like. Transition to center. And exhale, find your goddess. Bend your knees, point your toes out, heels in. Just once we lengthen. And exhale, bend the knees and bend the elbows. Hold here for one full breath. And one long exhale. We transition all the way to the front of the mat into our lizard. Back knee comes down. Stay here, or maybe circle the left hand behind you and grab your right foot. And again, don't hyper stretch, hyper extend. Inhale here and exhale here. And we release, circle the hand. Breathe in, exhale, Hanumanasana. One breath in and one breath out. Bend your front knee, take the back knee off of the floor, lean forward, breathe in, exhale, fly. One breath in as we circle the right knee into our chest. And exhale, step next to the right. Tadasana. Close your eyes and take a breath here. And come into that beginning observation. So we need a full erect spine so that we can actually practice our pranayama and feel what your pranayama looks like. Notice how it feels in your body. And then come into that contact of, am I really present fully in me? Is my outside interfering? Am I feeling the sense of pratyahara, the withdrawal of the external senses, by practicing asana and pranayama? Am I feeling focused and concentrated? Am I practicing dharana? Am I fully concentrated? Am I fully focused on what's happening now, here, on the rhythm of my breath, on the control of this prana through my body? Am I in my moving meditation? As I move my body, do I fully feel as if I'm in this state of meditation? And I circle my arms up and over my head. I interlace my palms and I point my toes out. I breathe in and I slowly lower and exhale gently. into that squat. I bring my hands into my chest. I press my elbows against my knees, and I open up. If this starts to feel too heavy, you're going to start bringing your block down, okay, so that you rest your pelvis against the block. Breathe in here. And exhale, let's lower and come into a seated balasana. Bring your feet together. Spread your butterfly wings. Open up and fold forward. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. One more breath in and exhale out. We slowly come up. Hug your knees. Lengthen your right leg. And let's take a twist here. Maybe you'll need an easy twist, left hand, left knee, or if you can go fuller, hug the right hand against the left knee and take a twist. Yes, right hand, left knee, or left hand, left knee. Feel what works best for you today. Yeah, open up. We slowly come back to center. Left foot inside your right quad. And we lengthen the spine as we breathe in. Arms can come up and over. And exhale as we forward fold. And your hands can lower and take a full pulsations here, a few pulsations here. We slowly come up. And let's change sides. So bend the right knee, lengthen your left leg, and you can pick if you want to hug the right knee with the left hand, find an easy twist, or maybe take a deeper twist. You've got to start noticing what works for you and what doesn't. We don't want to compress, we don't want to hurt. Press the left heel down, lengthen the spine, and twist. Inhale. And exhale, twist. One more. And exhale. We slowly come back to center. Right foot comes inside your left quad. Inhale as we lengthen. And exhale as we fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. One more. And exhale, fold forward. We slowly come up. Breathe in. And exhale as we lower the hands. Right. Just bring your left knee in, your right knee in, and we're going to start slowly lowering back onto our back, gently with control. You can walk your feet towards you. And notice if this feels comfortable or if there's any discomfort. And just try and take happy baby here, holding on to your outer edges of your feet, releasing any tension in the lower back, rocking from side to side. And we gently come back to center, Margot. We just slowly slide our feet all the way to the front of the mat. Let the feet drop out to the sides and the hands next to the body. If you feel like you need, always bring any type of cushion underneath your knees or underneath your back. And feel, just adjust accordingly so that you don't feel any type of discomfort. Let your palms rest. palms facing up towards the sky. Try to release any tension in between your eyebrows. Slightly open your lips and just let your tongue loose in between your teeth. Your jaw is loose. Your gaze is fully relaxed. Your shoulders are rolling back and down. You project your chest towards the sky. Your hips way down against the floor, and your legs are long. And your feet really pause and relax, pointing out to the sides. And just let yourself tune in, ease in our final Shavasana.